Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Thrift Store and Garage Sale Finds. Now today I've got a couple of items. The majority of these are actually from some of my thrift stores. A couple of them are from a few garage sales that I went to, and I found a lot of pretty cool items. So yeah, the last one that I think I did a couple of weeks ago. Was my last episode of Thrift Store and Garage Sale Finds. Yeah, actually it was over a month ago, so it's been, a little while, but I did find, some pretty cool stuff today that I thought would be cool to showcase on video. So for the first item here that I'm going to be showing, this is actually an item that I wanted to feature in an episode of Time Travel here on the channel, but unfortunately it didn't really work out. But that is going to be Windows Live One Care. I got this for, I believe, $7 or $8 at one of my local thrift stores. And I was actually recording, I think yesterday, I was making, what I thought was going to be a time travel episode on this, but it didn't really go over well. Basically, like the sort of TLDR version of what ended up happening is the activation servers for this are down, and you can't even install the program without it having to connect to those servers. So I ended up putting that sort of failed video on my extras channel, MJD Extras, which if you want to go check that out, I have that channel linked on the sidebar of my channel. So I talk a little bit more in detail about this program on that video. So if you're interested in that, definitely go be sure and to check that video out. So yeah, that is Windows Live One Care. Pretty self-explanatory. Next up is actually something that I've really been wanting for a while. I used to have one of these many years ago, and I ended up selling it to put money towards getting a Nintendo DS, but that is a Game Boy Color right here. This, I believe, cost me, I want to say $8 as well, which is, a pretty awesome deal for this. This is also the very cool see-through purple version of the Game Boy Color. The batteries in here were very corroded. You can see that, I had to put my own batteries in here, but it did come with two very old AA batteries that I don't think have been changed in years. They were sitting in there. The whole thing was super corroded. I was able to fix that. It will actually power on, but the sound doesn't work, and I'm not sure what the deal is with that. It might be something maybe affected by the corrosion, but I'm not really sure. But I tried, actually messing with this little volume knob on the side here, or this little volume wheel in it. Didn't really fix anything, so I'm not sure what it is, but this is the speaker right here, and there's no sound coming out of it. So it does work perfectly fine, but unfortunately there is no sound. So I'm going to have to actually look into that to see if it's something that I can fix. But this is going to be a very cool collector's item for me. I also have an original Game Boy. I actually have two of these, and I've been looking at trying to get every single Game Boy. And right now I only have, I think, these two original Game Boys, and I might have a Game Boy. I think I have a Game Boy Advance SP somewhere, but that is broken. But so now I have a Game Boy Color. I just have to get the Game Boy Pocket, the Advance, the Micro. I think I'm probably missing. Oh yeah, and the Game Boy Light also, but that's really a little bit more difficult to find here in the U.S. But so yeah, pretty cool Game Boy Color, the clear purple version again, and it seems to work, but the sound doesn't work, so I'm going to have to actually look into that to see if it's something that I can fix. So yeah, Game Boy Color. Next up we have another game console that I purchased at a Goodwill, and this one kind of relates to a Thrift Store Finds episode that I did, I think, 2 months ago, where I got this PS1 console right here. If you haven't seen that video, I would highly recommend going and checking it out. I will have a link up in the cards if you want to see that, because I did find some pretty cool stuff in that episode. But when I was at this thrift store on this particular day, I ended up finding a full-size PS1 right here. This, you can see, I still have the price on it. I've not taken it off. I paid $12.91, so about $13 for this. Both of these consoles do work. And this one is in very good condition. I mean, pretty much both of them are. They're in very good shape. They do work. This one came with everything except the power cord. It came with two controllers and the AV cable. I had one of the power cords that I could use for it, because it takes just like one of these standard two-prong AC adapters, because the power supply is actually built into this. But it does work, and it's going to look pretty nice on my shelf next to this guy that I have. And this guy actually came with a game in here as well. Snowcross. Yeah, this was this game that came with this one, which I didn't even realize when I first bought it. This one did not come with any games, so I think I might have some old PS1 games. I'm not sure if I still do. I know I have a lot of Sega Dreamcast games, because when I got the Sega Dreamcast that I have, it came with a bunch of games, so I don't really think I have many PlayStation 1 games, but it's still a pretty cool collector's item to have. So that is the PlayStation 1 right here. And next up, for the last item that I have to show you, is something very interesting that I really couldn't even believe when I found it. But it's a Canon SLR camera right here, the Rebel T2. So this is not a DSLR, this actually still takes film, so it's a little bit of an older camera, but it did come with this lens on here, which I think is valued at about $60, $60 to $70 from what I checked. And I'm not sure if it works. It did come with two of these like short style batteries, whatever that you call these, so I have to get some more of these, because I assume these are dead. But it came with the camera, it came with this nice little Canon strap here to have it around your neck, but it's not a digital SLR, it's just a regular SLR, because it doesn't take like actual digital media like an SD card. It only takes film, which I can show you. I believe you just open this right here, and this is where you would put the film in there. So I paid 10 bucks for this, and I didn't really have any intention of actually using this, but now I'm thinking I might want to see how this camera actually performs to take pictures. I don't really think this would take video very well, because again, it takes film, but for taking pictures, a lot of people say that the film look is way better than the digital look, and that's why a lot of like big movie productions and TV show productions, a lot of them still use film, because the producers and a lot of the people on the production actually prefer how the film looks versus the digital media that most cameras use today. So this would be a pretty cool, again, sort of a collector's item. Nothing that of course I might end up using it now, I'm not really sure, but yeah, it's a Canon SLR camera, the T2, not the T2i, just the regular Rebel T2. I can show you right there. Yeah, pretty cool looking camera. I'm going to probably get some of these batteries for it, and I might end up trying it out. We'll see how that works, but yeah, that is pretty much going to wrap it up. This is a little bit of a shorter episode of Thrift Store and Garage Sale Finds, but I thought that I would show. Let me just actually get everything back in on camera. So we got the camera there, we've got the Sony PS1, we got the Game Boy, and we got Windows Live One Care. So this might be what the thumbnail looks like, I don't know, but yeah, so I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you thought it was interesting, definitely sure to give this video a thumbs up, as well as give me a comment down below, tell me what you think of this video, what you think of this video style. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, because I'm always open to doing them. As always, guys, I want to again thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.